taught me what it means to give back. Tonight is a very special night where we recognize him for all that he has given. And while giving back means many things to many people, to me it starts with compassion. As a child, my father taught me about giving back through simple lessons, some so simple he may not even realize they had such an impact on me. Growing up, my father was an active participant in our church as a lecturer every Sunday. As an adult that works full-time, I reflect back and admire his dedication to volunteering and participating in our community, especially after a long week at work and on top of so many responsibilities. One Sunday in the 1980s, when using lots and lots and lots of hairspray was the beauty regimen in New Jersey, a woman standing on the altar got a bit too close to a candle. Her hair went up in flames. Everyone froze and watched in horror. We were all paralyzed and unsure what to do. It was my father who jumped up without thinking twice and used all that he had, his bare hands, to put the fire out on top of her head. To this day, I will never forget the smell of burnt hair, or the burns on my father's hands, and that he's never once complained about it. These small examples are initial memories I recall when I think about the kind of man my father is, the real Peter Weedfald, and what has led him on this amazing journey in business to continue to give back by marrying the corporate side of his life to his personal passion. Over the course of his career, he created Busonic's Journey of Hope, raising nearly $1 million for the Starlight Children's Fund and the Ronald McDonald House. At Samsung, he created Samsung's 4 Seasons of Hope, raising over $10 million for various charities, including Arnold Palmer's Children's Hospital, Boomer Esiason Foundation, Magic Johnson Fund, John Bon Jovi's Robin Hood Fund, Joe Torre's Safe at Home Fund, Wayne Gretzky's Fund, and Dan Marino Autism's Fund. In addition to creating Samsung's Hope for Education, successfully recruiting Microsoft to join in donating over $1 million of technology to children's classrooms. But that's not all. At Circuit City, he created Fire Dog Across America Fund for police and firemen, benefiting children and families of perished husbands and wives, raising over $1 million. Not many people have raised $20 million for charity. While this is truly an amazing accomplishment that did not happen without hard work, to Peter Weedfald, my dad, that is all in a day's work. But tonight for me, it's about my dad, who lives and leads by example. Congratulations and thank you for all that you do for me and everyone else to make this world a better place.
Good evening. For those of you that had the opportunity to run with me across the very leadership positions that I've been in, you probably know that the most important part of my life has been my wonderful wife, Frances Ann Weedfald, who has protected me, helped me, picked me up when I've fallen, and has cared about me and all the business people that I've worked with in my lifetime. And what man could be better honored than to have his daughter, his beautiful daughter? Is she not beautiful, Tara? What man could be better honored than to have a beautiful daughter get up and stand and deliver on the other side of the passion we all have for business? So all of us together should just stop for a moment and thank Beth Katz-Nelson for putting this all together tonight and raising $500,000 by working so hard. Thank you, Beth. We should also thank Mike Vitelli because he really is, his passion and his care for the ADL over the years, and he proved it up here. He was humbled by a small token, a small gift for his time and energy, not only for the great work he's done in the CE industry, but for the great work he's done to give back to the Anti-Defamation League, which, by the way, started in 1913, went 100 years. Mike Vitelli, thank you very much. And we have to stop and pause for a moment, because Mike, you wouldn't have had that opportunity. None of us would be here tonight if it wasn't for a great man who just hit 95 years of age, who cared about all of us, and built this empire called the Consumer Electronics Association. Let's give it up for Jack Wayne. be standing there delivering, talking about, we refuse to be a niggling, purse-proud, cheese-paring, bagatelle, borax brand in the industry. And, by the way, we'll be durable as steel against the mighty. Even when we danced on the tip of a pin, even when we were slaughtered, even when we realized the only way to win was to stand back up and scotch competition and use creativity and imagination, which allowed us to escape the predictable. The predictable is the merchant said no. The predictable is that a competitor launched faster than us and had more passion and desire to win and determination. We wouldn't allow that to happen. But I'm not here to talk about the passion of us, what we do in business. I want to talk about giving back. I want to talk about the honor of being honored by the ADL, 100 years young, who really was designed to help stop the defamation of the Jewish people. That's how it started in 1913. When I heard that in 1913 it started that way, I thought, wait a second, the Holocaust, all of that was in the 40s, or maybe the back end of the 30s, 1913? And then they expanded and said, you know what, it's not just about Jewish people, it's about everybody. Anybody who's being hurt, anybody who doesn't feel secure, anybody who is being pushed around and bullied. So it's a great cause. So I got to tell you that I've spent half of my life in business, my spare time, because we all work 16, 18-hour days. Does anyone not work 16, 18-hour days? Denise? Right? Except for Dick. Dick Wallace, of course, the great Dick Wallace from Brandsmart, who we should also give a round of applause to. He doesn't have a cigar with him tonight, but that's okay. You know, we all work 16-hour, 18-hour days, but the whole issue is giving back. And, you know, I've always believed that hope, H-O-P-E, hope is not a strategy. Hoping that something happens, hoping somebody is saved, hoping somebody feels better, hoping that there isn't domestic abuse, hoping that a baby born at 0.2 ounces will live, hoping that those with cystic fibrosis, those that are affiliated with pain and anguish. So I've dedicated my life to children. I believe that I will never be the President of the United States. I believe I may not ever be back in a full command in the consumer electronics industry. But I do believe that every child has the right to be the President of the United States. And every child has the right to be a doctor or a lawyer. And if they're born crippled, we have to help them, correct? So giving back, hope is not a strategy. And I gotta tell you, the reason we're all here tonight, the reason the ADL has attracted us like magnets so well, is because of our united spirit of generosity. And the spirit of generosity is a weapon of choice that is deep entrenched in the hearts of great people and great minds and great leaders. Giving back and finding ways to protect the innocent is huge. So I'm going to tell you my little secret in life, and then I'm going to actually come up with some oxygen and stand down, because you know, those that know me, I can go on forever. Dick, stop laughing. The fact of the matter is that my weapon of choice in business and at home and for children and for giving back has always been creativity. And I do believe creativity and imagination will allow you to escape the predictable. The predictable is that a child will be hurt, a child will be not taken care of, a child will be scolded, a child will die in the Holocaust. That's ridiculous. That's insanity. So I also believe that creativity has been my best weapon in business. Those of you that have run with me know that creativity and imagination, finding a way to go through the fissure, find the right pylon to get through so that we can find a way to scotch a competitor, to be fungible with our retail partners. That's the weapon of choice. And God blessed me when I was young. For 21 years I studied as a concert pianist. And I kept that a secret for literally my entire life because I was always terrified that in business someone would find out I was a concert pianist and they'd think, this guy's not thinking about business, he just wants to play the piano, he just wants to be in a band, he just wants to be a rock and roll star. Not true. Not true. So in that blessing tonight, and I had to actually bring this to Beth and the ADL board, I've donated a song. I'm a concert pianist, and I wrote a little 20-minute piano concerto. Don't worry, it's only 2 minutes, 2 minutes. And I want you to know I composed the music. I played in the video that we created. Composed it, by the way, on a Casio Perdia piano, which was great. My friend Bobby Barredo, who's a great video webmaster, pulled the video together, and I want you to watch it, and I want you to think about something very important. I want you to think of the bookends. The beginning of the video and the beginning of the music is all about the pain and anguish of children who are looking for someone to help them, looking for someone to lean forward, looking for someone to be refulgent and find a way to help them. They don't know how to express it other than to show you their emotions. And the second half of the video, and the second half of the final 1 minute, is about all of us helping and giving back and ensuring that we'll leave no child behind, that we'll find creative ways to help and support them and to bless them. Because that's what children need. They need the blessing, they need the support, and they need the opportunity. So we're going to play the video. I'd like to thank all the ADL and all of you for the spirit of giving tonight over $500,000. And let's take a look at the video. Thank you, everybody. God bless the ADL. God bless the children. God bless all of us. And here's my great friend Eric to wrap up.